Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody, favorite baby daddy, the voice of the street, man. And today we go be in Nevada, y'all. Vegas, y'all. Now, breaking news, man. Now, I told y'all this last week. I told y'all this, maybe it was last month. I told y'all that Keef D was going to be arrested for Tupac murder. Well, word is they picked him up this morning, y'all. They locked him up. It only took 27 years for them to arrest him. And let y'all hear some of the news report, man. We just go listen to it now.
For 27 years, the family of Tupac Shakur has been waiting for justice. We are here today to announce the arrest of 60-year-old Dwayne Keith Davis, a.k.a. Keef D, for the murder of Tupac Shakur. Davis was arrested this morning by my LVMPD criminal apprehension team, and this investigation started on the night of September 7th, 1996. It is far from over. For 27 years, the family of Tupac Shakur has been waiting for justice. We are here today to announce the arrest of 60-year-old Dwayne Keith Davis, a.k.a. Keef D, for the murder of Tupac Shakur. Davis was arrested this morning by my LVMPD criminal apprehension team, and this investigation started on the night of September 7th, 1996. It is far from over.
Nah, check that out, right? Now, for you young kids who just know of Tupac, and y'all done heard a lot of different reasons why Tupac was killed. Now, I'm going to give y'all the real reason why Tupac was killed, right? Now, if you're familiar with Death Row Records, y'all remember Tupac was in jail, right? So Suge went and got Tupac out of jail, signed him to a record label, and he bonded him out because Tupac still had a case. He was in the penitentiary, but he had like a bond, right? So he was able to bond out, and Suge bonded him out and signed him. Tupac come to Death Row, got right to work, started putting out that music. All that famous music that y'all hear from Death Row, all that is what he did when he got out and got signed to the label. Now, Tupac, naturally, Death Row had mostly blood members on it, right? They had Crips too, now don't get me wrong, they had Crips. That's one thing that was kind of good about Death Row, unique, which is why they was able to move around like they did without too many problems. They had Crips and Bloods with them, y'all. You hear me? I'm going to say that again. They had Crips and Bloods with them. You had Suge Knight running the Bloods. Well, he don't say running, but he was the owner of the company, and he had a lot of the blood members on security. Snoop, Corrupt, Keef, all them guys, all them guys were Crips. Nate Dogg, all them were Crips, and they were in there making music, and they wasn't having no problems fighting and none of that. They was cool, because one thing LA did know is you can't just touch one gang member without something happening. It's always going to be some retaliation for something, y'all. So, what happened is everybody be moving around. You got a lot of Death Row chains, right? Now, allegedly, at one time, they said, this is why Puffy name gets in it, y'all. They said Puffy had put out a $10,000 reward for one of them Death Row chains. So people were trying to rob these guys to get the chain. Now that's allegedly. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if he paid for no chains or whatever. But this is what the word on the street was. So Orlando ran up on one of the guys and took the chain. He didn't take it for no money. He just took it because he could. And however it was, he took the chain. Fast forward now. It's the night of the fight, right? Mike Tyson fight. They in Vegas. Tupac them deep with their crew moving around. One of the Death Row guys walked through, see Orlando. He go over there and alert Tupac. The nigga took my chain. He here, man. He got the Death Row chain on. Tupac being the aggressive guy he is, you see him walking through, and then boom, they jumps on the guy. That's the guy y'all see him beating up in the lobby, and they beating up, right? Then you see Suge kicking, boom, and that's what y'all see. Now that guy was Orlando Brown, y'all. Orlando Brown is a Crip member, and he was pissed. He's also the nephew of Keef D, who's also a Crip. Now, Keef D at this time was a big-time drug dealer, like a kingpin. So they in Vegas to see the fight and do what they did. They had money. Now, when they got together, they was mad that this had happened, y'all. So rumor is that they supposed to been meeting up to let somebody have a one-on-one fight, but that never happened. I don't know how true that is. There's just one rumor we had heard. You know, I think I heard that from the LAPD officer, Randy. He said something like that. One of them guys, but maybe Mob James. I heard it, but it didn't happen, y'all. So when Keef D and Orlando get together, Orlando is mad as hell. He tell him about he got jumped on, right? He like, man, I wish I had a gun, man. Woo, woo. And they like, nigga, we got strapped as Keef D. We got guns out here. Keef D had a house out there, y'all. I didn't know that. See, his house wasn't too far because that's where they just picked him up. So that explains why they had guns on deck so quick, y'all. You feel me? That explains that. So they get together. Now they riding around. They looking for Tupac. Yeah, man, we go get up on this nigga. You know, they moving around. They riding. They ain't seeing him yet. Then some bitches see Tupac. They holler his name. That's when y'all see the last picture of Tupac like this. The bitches is speaking to him. Orlando them coming up in the Cadillac. They close enough to hear it. I think they said they was on the other side of the street. They busted you come around and come up on the side of Tupac, man. Let me just pause it for a minute now. This just me. I'm a street dude, a little different. But see, when you don't know no better and you ain't expecting no problem, you don't know. You know, but 10 cars and row is kind of not really effective, you know. But if it was me, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking different. I would have had them like 2, 4, 6. I'd have rather had my partners, them on the side of me. That way, if they had to try to attack you, they would have to attack you from that side of the street. Y'all have a better chance of seeing them. Y'all could probably get back. And them coming up on this side, y'all have to see them through the rearview mirror. Y'all still can have to be ready though. But they wasn't looking for no trouble, right? Okay, so the car pulls up on the side, right? Now, Orlando is in the back seat. Keef D, I'm not sure if he said he was driving or he was in the front. There was 2 more guys in the back. Orlando was on this side, y'all. So Orlando handed the gun to whoever was in the back. He said, man, hey, shoot him, man. He said, man, I like Tupac. I'm not going to shoot Tupac, man. He didn't want to shoot him, y'all. Orlando took the gun off his lap and reached over him like that and let off them shots, y'all. And shit, they killed him. They skeeted off, y'all. Skirt. They say a bunch of them, allegedly Mob James, them brother, they 3 of them, they gave chase. They couldn't catch him and they turned around, come back, check on Tupac. Keef D them went, parked the car in the lot somewhere, took the gun out, put it on the rim of the tire of the car and left it. You know, just left it and went wherever they went. It was a rental car, right? They come back 2 days later, however long, to retrieve the car. The gun was still on the tire, y'all. Now, that go away. When they get back to California, naturally a war starts between the Bloods and the Crips. A lot of shit going down. So they starting to hit things. The police hearing things. Police is hearing things. Now this is why it takes too long. It took 27 years for them to be arrested. So the police are doing their investigation. You know, with the war, it's getting hot. They kicking doors down. You know, they pulling over cars. People catching cases, and they want to know, hey, what happened with the Tupac thing, this and that, and they trying to get the information. They get the information from L.A., y'all. Compton, wherever death row was located at, wherever the war was going down on. They get the information. Now, so let's say the LAPD or the Compton PD, whichever one it was, drove to Vegas, y'all, and told them, hey, Orlando Brown, Keef D, these Crips, these are the guys that killed Tupac. Y'all need to come get an investigation on these to your guys. If y'all want to do that, this who y'all need to come see. Now, at the time, Vegas had a sheriff who didn't want to prosecute. He didn't try to arrest. Not the sheriff, the DA at the time didn't want to pick the case up. And then the other guy, didn't nobody want to pursue the case because they didn't want to start a major case like that because they didn't want it to affect the tourism in Vegas. So they'd rather just sweep it under the rug and let it go away. It's bad enough he got killed here, right? So they don't want to arrest the guy and he have to go to court here. So they kind of just turned a blind eye, y'all, for many, 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 many years, right? Many years. So Keef D, he's still doing what he's doing, and he's moving around. Orlando Anderson, gets killed. Now Keef D gets caught up. Now Keef D is under the assumption he gets jammed up by the police in LA, y'all. So they take him in there. Now they didn't call him with a kilo or whatever they call him, but they got him on major drug sales and they like this. So they set him in a room and they like, humor us, man, listen. We caught you with all this. We can make all this shit here go away, Keef D. Just tell us what happened with the Tupac murder. And they like, we promise you, you won't be, whatever happened, you finna get immunity for whatever you say in this room tonight. We will not charge you with it. We promise you. They put it in writing for him and turned the tape recorder on. He told them the whole story, y'all. The whole story. Naturally, okay. They kept their end of the bargain, y'all, the police. They threw the drugs out, didn't charge him, let it alone. Now, Keef D, I don't know what was his problem, what his thinking was, y'all. Now, that goes for LAPD. This murder happened in Vegas, y'all. And there's no statute of limitation on murder. Now, Keef D, in the last 27 years, he done been in documentary series. He done wrote a tell-all book. He done went on a motherfucking press run telling everybody about the full murder, how he was in the car, he gave him the gun. He even made fun about Tupac jumping from the front to the back like it's nothing, just talking. Now, okay, the LAPD forgave you for your drug cases. That ain't got nothing to do with Nevada, y'all. You know what I mean? Vegas, that ain't got nothing to do with them. So, bam, 27 years done went by. We got a new sheriff in town and a new DA. Then Netflix come out telling about the Tupac murder. They know everything. Now, I made this little part up as a joke, y'all, but it is true how it happened, though. I said, can you imagine an officer at home sitting there on the couch watching the Tupac documentary, and this little kid, they're like, Dad, you're police, why they can't arrest the guy for, he just said he killed Tupac, why they ain't about them up? He's like, well, I don't know, son, I just started here, I don't know why they didn't arrest him, they should have. Well, you'll check on that. He's like, yeah, when I go to work, I will check on that, right? So the officer allegedly goes to work, and he goes, they got a new sheriff now, and he talked to him, hey, did you see this documentary? This guy that confessed said he did this, and woo-woo. Why we didn't arrest him? The officer like, I don't know why they didn't investigate. They talked to the old DA, and they found out he didn't want the bad publicity, y'all. He didn't want the bad publicity. But now we got a new sheriff and a new DA. And he don't care about the publicity. Man, go get that motherfucker. They raid Keef D house. I did the little short story on it. And I told y'all then, Keef D is going to be arrested for that murder. I said Keef D got to be the dumbest motherfucker alive. But I just won't say he dumb. I think he thought immunity was going to cover that murder, y'all. But he didn't realize that these are two different jurisdictions. That murder happened in Vegas. LAPD ain't got nothing to do with that. I guarantee you his defense gonna be, man, they said I had immunity. I only told y'all what happened because y'all said I had immunity. And they gonna tell him, we said we won't speak on what's happening in this room. You won't be arrested for it. You went told the world what the fuck happened. So that's on you. He can't even say the police played him dirty, y'all, because they didn't. He played himself dirty. And I don't know why nobody didn't say, okay, now, I can see if you wrote a book and you could have changed the names or said what I think happened or something, sugar-coated or something. I think Keef was thinking like, hey, everybody in the car dead. My nephew killed him. Somebody else was in the car. Everybody was in the car was dead. Keef, I said, looked like he was a little sick himself. You know, but they finally went and picked him up, y'all. Keef is 60 years old. And he finally finna go to jail for the murder of that. Now, this is what I said, I think, the last time I did this story, right? Now, okay, y'all finally found out who killed Tupac. They know who killed Biggie too, y'all. Allegedly, they know who killed Biggie too. They did the same thing. They refused to prosecute that case because they didn't want the bad publicity. Because word on the street, allegedly. Now that hit there, y'all, Biggie. Now Tupac got killed in some gang-related shit, right? Biggie got killed in retaliation for Tupac murder because his fat ass, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, so I ain't gonna say his fat ass. Biggie, y'all, bottom the body. Biggie should not have been in LA after Pac had just died. I don't care how many months it was, he should have never been out there, y'all. Never. And even if he came to town to do some press runs, he should have did radio, went to the airport and got his ass out of the city. But no, they all at nightclubs. Now, conspiracy theories say that Puffy wanted Biggie killed. So he probably had him out because he knew that shit was going to happen. That's what Gene say. Now, Gene Dean is the bodyguard, y'all, that was working for Puffy. Now, the police is the police, y'all. You got police that was working for Suge Knight them, and police that's working for Puffy them. So some of the police that was working for Suge went out and called Gene. Hey man, well, he said, I'm gonna give you the heads up. These guys talking about sliding on y'all tonight, man. Y'all might not wanna be out too much, or if y'all is, keep your eyes open, man. Y'all might got some problems coming y'all way. Allegedly, y'all. You feel me? Check out the story of Gene Deal, right? So Gene tell Puffy like, man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. And Puffy said, nigga, I don't give a fuck if Big got to die or Tupac got to die, goddamn it, something go change. He didn't give a fuck. Now, I think he said that statement before Pac had got killed. He was ranting and raving one time. But this wasn't the same time when he was out there. This when Gene was telling some of the stories, right? But Gene said he approached Biggie when that situation happened, like, hey, man, they say y'all go get hit tonight. Said Biggie, like, man, go on with that police shit, Gene, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. You know, when niggas ain't scared to be in the street, they ain't scared. And they figure, nigga, you the bodyguard, nigga. Well, that's why we got you here with pistols. We not worrying about it. Nah, they goes out, hang out in the club. Biggie all at nightclubs and shit, y'all. Which he should not have been doing. People were calling Suge, them, letting them know, hey, man, these niggas in the club. These niggas in the club. Now, remember the West Coast and East Coast beef was still in full swing. Suge sent the word, don't nobody fuck with them. We got something planned for their ass, y'all, right? allegedly they had something planned. So, Suge, him, or whoever was in the car, right? Biggie them get ready to leave. You got Lil Caesar them. Biggie them pull up at the light. Puffy them in the car behind them, one in the front of them. They said Puffy them, shoom, ran the red light. The car Biggie them, I guess they would follow them. They stopped at the light. Now, I just heard somebody else say this. I don't know how true it is. They said the driver put the car in park. Why the fuck would he put the car in park? But, I don't know how true that is. That's just something I heard. I don't know if it was from Gene or what. I just heard that. I think even Lil Caesar might have said it. But anyway, they sitting at the light, and the Chevy pull up on the side, and bam, put so many through the door. Biggie being big as he is, y'all, he couldn't move or do none of that shit. He just sat there and died right in that seat, y'all. Now, doing some investigation, the police were able to get the license plate to the car, trace it, found out what house it belonged to, ran the plates and did all that, tracked it down, even synced it in the garage because he went to the address, right? He goes back to his superiors, hey, I think I solved the case. I know where the car at. I know who did it. I think I can bust this case. They tell him, leave it alone. He like, what you mean leave it alone? No, I think I know. We can solve. They like, no, leave it alone. Because word on the street, allegedly, that it was a police officer that was working for Death Row. And they didn't want to make it look bad, so they just rather not prosecute the case than to make the LAPD look bad by saying it was one of their own that killed Biggie. Now, they didn't want that bad publicity, so and that's where we at right now, y'all. That was 27-something years ago, and they finally done arrested him. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Is it a great day? Afeni Shakur, I think that's Tupac's mother. I think she's deceased. I don't know if Tupac's sister alive. Somebody, maybe we'll see if any of the guys from, what's the group he used to have, the Outlaws. I think some of them still living. Anybody that knew Buck Spice One, all them guys, maybe they'll feel good that this arrest finally happened. But they been knew who done it. They been knew who done it, y'all. They just hadn't moved on it. And Keef D, he played himself, y'all. I don't know what he really thought. Like I say, he really must didn't understand. I can't understand by him being an OG. He should have been smarter with that and more familiar with the law. Because I tell y'all all the time, murder has no statute of limitation on it, y'all. That means they can charge your ass whenever, even if it was 100 years ago. Don't you know they can even lock up the motherfucker who killed Lincoln and charge his ass? Anybody, if they find out who killed Kennedy, they can lock his ass up. If they find out he was in the grassy knoll, allegedly, they would lock whoever they think was involved in that case. And they can do that, y'all. Period. They can do that. And that's just crazy that Keef D went out like that, man, And he had a wife out there. I know she probably mad, but like, I told your ass it wasn't going to be no good idea to be writing books and all that shit. But he had to know it was coming when they raided his house. He should have been in Mexico some motherfucking way. Like, hey, I'm finna... Because he had to know this was coming, y'all. Because when they raided his house, it's one thing to see it on TV and all that. They was looking for some proof. Like whoever wrote the book, what's on documentaries and paperwork in his house. They seize his computer, a lot of books and things. They trying to fight the writing, and they probably want to see if they got it written down somewhere. And be like, yeah, he said right here. He was writing this and, So, I'm interested in seeing how this play out because the officer said it's far from over, y'all. This case is far from over. It is just beginning. It is just beginning. So this is finna be another. This finna be a big trial, y'all. A big trial. Cause trust me, the media is going to cover this motherfucker. Trust me, they go cover this one here. And we go see what happened, y'all. You know. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. You feel me? It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody. Fake baby daddy, voice of the street, man. I'ma plant you now and dig you later, man. Hit that like button one more time and subscribe to the channel. I'm out.